Hey guys, and welcome to another video roundup. This time for the month of August in 2020. We've got 5 top games for you, so stay tuned, stick around and learn how to play the way you want to play.
She came from nowhere.
Aloy's debut adventure on the PS4 was a breathtaking glimpse at a post-apocalyptic world filled with mechanical beasts that are one of the only signs of how this society crumpled into nothingness before a new tribal identity rose from the ashes. Here, humanity flourished once more. Now, if you think Horizon Zero Dawn the Complete Edition looked good on PS4 Pro, wait till you see it on PC. The environment around Aloy is tremendously alive. Even more so thanks to a new dynamic foliage system that they're using, and being able to see it without compromise is genuinely breathtaking. This edition isn't just a visual improvement either, and makes combat with certain adversaries less frustrating when you can easily see them coming instead of being decked off screen for the 100th time. For a little context of how I play it on an RTX 2080 Ti and an i7-9700K, and I was easily able to reach over 60 frames continuously with everything on the max settings using the in-game benchmark. And this game, for a 3 or 4 year old game, is one of the best looking games I have ever seen. Also, with an SSD, loading times are just a joy to behold. I remember on the PS4 Pro waiting sometimes 2 minutes for one loading screen, where here is around about 7 or 8 seconds. Now, if you've already played Horizon Zero Dawn on the PS4, it is still 100% worth picking up on the PC, especially if you've got the MTU to help you have a little bit more fun. Adding 2 hours to your daytime, giving yourself some free items or easy craftable items, infinite oxygen, always full healing energy, or even full experience. There's a lot you can do with the MTU with 19 amazing cheats. It's also got some hardcore options for you hardcore players. Trust me guys, this one is a definite pickup. Next up, we've got Grounded, a co-op survival game like many others. Grounded puts you in the shoes of one of 4 tween explorers and challenges you to live. Instead of sending you to a stranded island or an ocean-covered planet, Grounded plonks you in a suburban backyard. The twist? You're 1/2000th your regular size. You get to live out a situation that is pulled straight out of things like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, The Magic School Bus, or Anatomy Park, and if you have any affinity for those things, getting to take part in the situation is very, very cool. So when you wake up in the backyard garden, you awaken with no memory of how you landed in this situation, and your goals are twofold. Work out how to return to your normal size, maybe even, get a little bigger if you're one of those short stuffs, and more pressingly, to survive. Neither objective is all that simple. Now, just because day 1 starts out deceptively easy, you need food and water or you'll die, don't let that fool you. Grounded is very, very hard to survive, especially later on in endgame when you're coming across giant spiders that just want to eat your face. I'm telling you right now, after playing this game, you would not be able to look at an ant in the same way again. Now, if you're struggling to fight off those worker ants and ladybirds, why not give the MTU a spin? It's got 31 cheats available for you to use, things like adding double jump, 10 analyzer charges, or even unlimited jumps, unlimited stamina, god mode, no hunger, no thirst, and the rest of it. And for you hardcore players, reset all your data like raw science to 0, reset your jumps to 1, and make yourself hungry or thirsty. I don't know why you'd want to do that, but apparently some people like a challenge. Not me. I'm not very good at games. Destroy All Humans is back for its 5th game, and this time a reproduction of the original 2005 cult classic by the now defunct Pandemic Studios. This remaster, which I played on Windows PC, runs swimmingly, looks better than most of the games on Steam, and stays loyal to the source material. You play as an alien clone produced by the Furon species. Your predecessor, Crypto-136, has crash-landed on Earth, and it's your job to find your clone sibling, recover any alien technology, and mine humans for Furon DNA, which was woven into the human population millennia ago by Furons, who presumably raped hundreds of thousands of human women. Wait, what? And anyway, all humans have a little bit of Huron DNA, and you're tasked with harvesting it. The Grand Quest sends Crypto on a tour of 6 mini-open worlds in the United States circa 1959, ranging from Midwest farmland to a California beach town, and then over to a parody of Washington DC. Each locale has its own set of story missions, along with a collection of optional side quests in which Crypto must race a drone, abduct dozens of humans, or destroy as much property as possible. Basically, enjoy the game and have as much fun as possible, as with all the other Destroy All Human games. And if you want to play that with the MTU, you got 10 cheats available. Things like adding DNA in batches of 1,000 or 10,000, unlimited Zap-O-Matic, unlimited Hollow Bob, unlimited shield, unlimited saucer shield, infinite jetpack fuel, and easy kills. And for your hardcore players out there, you can also reset your DNA to 0. Guys, get this one definitely. Right, back in June we learned that Saga and Creative Assembly would be launching its latest Total War game on the Epic's Game Store for the incredible price of nothing. That day has come and gone, and Total War Saga Troy has really delivered on that promise. The world of Troy is ringed by surreal soaring mountains that suggest ancient Greek pottery. The battle resolution animation shows the opposing generals fighting theatrically under a heavenly spotlight. The colour palette is perfect for making me feel as though I've been transported to the Bronze Age world. And this personality seeps over into a fairly satisfying campaign as well. There are some cracks in the ornate amphora, particularly when it comes to AI. Of course, it's a Total War game, but unlike the previous Saga game, it's not a black sheep of the Total War family. The map, however, is absolutely stunning, from the lush hilly valleys of the Peloponnese to the rocky rugged island of the Cyclades scattered across the wine dark sea. Every corner is a joy to explore. Undiscovered areas are covered in a beautiful weathered texture like baked clay, with ancient writing floating across the surface forebodingly. Sailing into this unknown causes the edges to visually burn away in a fantastic subtle effect. Everything about this world, this interface, radiates personality. And on the ground when battle is joined, period accurate mud brick houses and simplistic farms remind you just how far back in time we've travelled. Most historical strategy games act like nothing before Alexander the Great is even worth mentioning, so the novelty of a Bronze Age setting is refreshing and effective. And if you want to get your teeth sunk into it fast, why not try the MTU? It has an outstanding 32 cheats available for you to use straight away. Things like adding resources, food, adding skills and experience. You can even heal your own units, build cities, make them happy, fast build, and more. And if you're one of those hardcore players, you can even deplete your own resources. Hellpoint is very much a Souls-like game. The enemies are difficult, checkpoints are further apart than the magnetic poles, and everything you meet wants to rip your synthetic warrior into little bits. Just because you play as a spawn of the author. An artificial life form created for reasons that Cradle Games almost bullheadedly refuses to directly explain. For some reason you exist, and for further reasons you're born at the beginning and are immediately happy with strapping on armour and smacking the ever-loved snot out of anything you come across. A lack of direct storytelling is a staple of this genre that's now beginning to feel a little forced, and Hellpoint is almost the pinnacle of it. There's no context for anything, there aren't even journals or codex entries to pursue, and even the flavour text seem to be copy-pasted from a batch of really grimdark fortune cookies. I'm all for letting the player fill in the blanks, but when it's the blank that the player has only a brush made from bits of old pipe and metal shard, it's difficult to paint much of a picture of anything. However, Hellpoint remains oddly, dare I say, compelling. You may well be hurling yourself against bosses and traps over and over again for no discernible reason, but that may be the point of it all. Your nameless, classless, nondescript spawn simply goes forward because the corridor behind it's empty, and so you carry on forging for no good reason other than this is a Souls-like, and that's what you do. And all in all, I actually had a lot of fun. Now, as Hellpoint is a Souls-like game, it is difficult, so if you need help from the MTU, nobody's going to judge you, and all 20 cheats are available for you to use. Things like add and player attributes, perfect temperature and max tenacity are particularly helpful, and infinite air, no sanity and no radiation. And for you hardcore players, reset your actions to 0. I dare ya. Sadly guys, that is the end of the video, and sadly that is it for the MTU. That's right, you've heard here, PLITCH goes live on the 2nd of September 2020, and you can instantly log in with your existing MegaDev username and password. Your current membership will be transferred into a PLITCH premium membership of the same tier. You can find more info in the link in the description below, and I will see you guys next time for another video roundup, this time on PLITCH. Ciao.